spending the 30 humanity to get the shortcut through there. Oh, hey, my house is done. Almost done. I still need to do the basement. Alright, you know what? We're going to put the TV right here. Alright, well, you know what? This ain't happening. Ugh. Can I make these go away? There we go. Well, the house is upgraded, so that's good at least. A little extra luck. You know, I think that's going to be worth it. I always just refer to the demons as dragon butts, because they look like the back half of the zombie dragon that you see in the Valley of Ducks. Okay, I had to turn down the music a bit there. I was just hearing too much of it. I guess the architecture in Lost Izalith was where was originally from, I want to say somewhere in India or in that general area. Like that's where they drew the inspiration from. People in the Dark Soul, yeah, they're zombie dragon butts. The T-Rex dogs. Are you thinking of the Taurus demons? Okay, we're 4 days out from the next season, so I'm not going to replant anything. There's just no point right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have played so little Elden Ring, which sucks because I bought it at full price. But I just, I mean, my frame rate's fine at least. I have that going for me. The money I put into this laptop is paying off, but I can't stream it without my frames going to absolute trash. Like, I get down to about 12 FPS if I try to stream it, which is a real bummer. But it's really the curse of open world games. I just get so lost. Really? We gotta deal with this today. I also started with a usual, you know, big dumb fighter type guy and wound up switching out to a... Yeah, basically. But I wound up switching to a wizard of some description. And it was really nice for a lot of those early bosses. You just stand in the back and wave your wand around and everything dies. It's a good time. But I mean, even apart from how little I like Ubisoft just as a company, I can't play their games for the most part because it's a bunch of open world stuff. Like on some level I wanted to stream Watch Dogs because it's like, okay, it's a little bit cyberpunk. Maybe this will be interesting. I gotta fix those fences. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, I imagine they can be. Just not when wielded by me, probably. Okay, I do have some fence posts, but I have to make more. Darn it. There we go. That should be enough, and I should probably harvest wood sometime. Yeah, they absolutely do. The problem with brute force in a lot of games is that it's often followed by brute stupidity. And I am always one to bring that to the table. Okay, so what's our luck like today? I haven't even looked. Oh, it's Wednesday, so I can't even go to Pierre's. Let's see. Oh, right, good humor. Let's... Yeah, let's shell out for a trip to the... Oh, yeah, we'll just sell those. God damn it. Can I just sell these beds? No. Can I trash them? Good. Huh. Okay, we don't need the iridium rod. That, or that. Or the sashimi, or the spaghetti. I do need cheese, though. Cheese is awesome when you're going into the desert. Oh, that's a weird statement, but I stand by it. There we go. That'll do the trick. Did that seriously just decay in the last minute? Sometimes I think this game has it in for me. Alright, 39 cups of coffee. We can turn that into 13. Yeah. 13 triple shots. There we go. And let's slug one right now. Now, I'm first to admit that the elevator mod in the mines in the desert is a little cheap. And by a little, kind of a lot. Oh, there's a coconut for Haley. She apparently likes those. And an artifact spot. Oop. With some garbage. Oh, very little value down here. Maybe... Oh, there we go. Oh, that sucks. Is Comcast gonna do anything about that, or... I think you said it was Comcast. Because I had cable here for years from Mediacom, and it was just such a shit show. I couldn't even do my job half the time. And streaming was always a gamble. It just sucked I finally tried out DSL, which I was really not. True, very true. But yeah, I switched over to DSL, and it's been much more stable. I was very surprised. Uh-oh, a ghost. See, the thing I dislike about so many enemies in this game is they're just a time suck. I mean, this guy's just sitting here tanking my attacks and flittering away. It's like, look, I could be doing things here. Yeah, that's a big if, though, isn't it? Since I was in Upper Michigan, we had a charter, which was Bresnan back in my day, but God, I went entire weeks where the cable modem could not connect to anything at all, and I didn't have any kind of phone service at the time. So that was just, I couldn't even tell them, hey, my stuff doesn't work. I'd have to go into the office downtown. It's like, I have to go to work, guys. I don't have time for this. Listen, Ghost, there's some gold right here, and I could be stealing it. But you're just floating about, being a nuisance. Thank you. Well, we have an exit, which is good, because there's not much else useful down here. Go, go, go. See, this is the kind of floor I wish I had bombs for. Okay, got a little bit of everything. No iridium, though, which maybe I'll have to work on my luck a bit. Okay. Ooh. Hell yeah. 15 levels. What is that? I think that's a record. So, I used to have a neighbor in this apartment I lived in, and every day there was always some other weird thing going on with him. Okay, another pit. Let's recover health before I do this. So, like, one day, I come home from work at about 2 in the afternoon because I was basically opening and dealing with our drivers. You know, they were making deliveries at the grocery store. I had to make sure they said what they were invoicing us for, pretty standard. And I come in 2 in the afternoon one day, and there's an Ethernet cable running from the apartment across from mine to the one below mine. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm just getting internet from the neighbors below you. I'm like, okay, dude, you do your thing. He was a bit of a stoner, and strange things kept happening while I lived next to him. Such as one fine day, again, I come home from work, and there's this 6-foot multi-band antenna on the balcony between our apartments. And I'm like, I don't know what happened last night, but I think I know what was involved. It's like, dude does entirely too much weed. I don't know how he's been in the, probably, let's see, 16 years since I've seen him. But I'm sure he can't be that high all the time anymore. Oh, hey, big slime. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got pretty high at his place once. Actually, I should say, so like way back when, I would occasionally smoke a little bit opportunistically. Like if my friends were lighting up and I was there, I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. But one night I was with some friends who lived in the apartment building behind us. Same owner, so it was like the same layout. And we do about a bowl and a joint, just kind of pass around the crowd. And I'm not exactly a heavy smoker at the time. And we were like, all right, let's hop in the van and go out to the island. I've probably given away where we are now, interestingly enough. But so we hop in the van. Or sorry, we go outside and we on the way to the parking lot, we pass by my neighbor's place, and he kind of leans out the window and is like, hey guys, what's going on? And one of them says, oh yeah, we're just going out to the island for a bit. So he's like, hey, why don't you come up for a minute? So we get up there, and there's my neighbor and a friend of his who I've never seen before. And the guy I was hanging out with and his girlfriend casually mentioned that we just smoked up. And this dude, who I didn't know, was sitting at the bar, and he says, oh, okay, these guys are cool. And he pulls up a bit of newspaper that was sitting on the counter, and there's just a pile of weed under it. And we do another joint, passed around the crowd, followed by another bowl. And this was not a smart thing for me to do. I was very intoxicated, barely functioning. At some point, we kind of break things up. I head back to my apartment. I'm like, man, I'm really hungry. So I look around the kitchen. I've got enough for a mac and cheese. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this. And the time I spent stirring that bowl, or that pot in my kitchen, it only took the normal, 5 minutes or so or whatever to watch the butter melt. But it felt like 17 hours, and it was the most fascinating thing I'd ever seen at the time. It was a little much for me to handle. And then there was another time I got high with some friends, and we went to the cemetery, because it's a nice part of town and all that. But I was not handling my high well, and I was very paranoid. I'm like, what if we're in the cemetery so they can kill me? And I didn't vocalize any of this. I just got up, turned around, and left. And they're like, hey, what happened to you the other night? It's like, I kind of had some paranoia issues. So I went home and I watched anime for 2 hours, and then I passed out on the couch. It has been a long time since I've touched any of that. And it's like, it's legal in a lot of places, but not where I am, which is some bullshit. Thanks, Republicans. You can't do anything right, can you? But anyway, yeah, it was a rare thing for me then. I probably did it less than... You could count the number of times with the fingers on my hand. And probably still have one or two to spare. So it was not common. So doing as much as I did that one night was a terrible idea. Not where I live. I guess things like Delta 8 and 9 are legal here. But I haven't really looked into that because I don't even know if they have the same effect. And while I would like something to help me unwind, I don't know if that's really the way I want to go. Yeah, edibles, I guess, are pretty intense. Like, I want to learn how to bake, magic brownies and all that. But it apparently requires a lot to melt in the butter and all that. My mom actually explained the process to me, which I still find deeply amusing. Ooh. Yeah, that's... I think that's going to be trouble. Yeah, I mean, there's... Illinois is next door, which I guess it's fairly legal there, but I would actually have to find a way to get there. And since I don't drive, that's kind of complicated. And my only local friend who drives is involved in the military, so I don't think he wants to be caught up in any of those shenanigans. And I can't drink, because it'll interact with my drugs. My legal drugs. Yeah, exactly. That's another problem. It would not do any of us well to, to have a routine traffic stop suddenly fucking ruin everything for both of us. I don't want to be responsible for that. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a couple minutes here. I will be right back. Just have some personal business to attend to. Please stand by. Okay, thanks for waiting. Like I said, just some personal business. Okay, what do we have here? Oops. Not useful. Neutral spirits. Okay. Chat with my husbando. There we go. Oh, I did a thing. That's right. Okay, so we probably have... Yeah, we've got some coffee and some strawberries up. Oh, and we even have some tree sap available. Oh, and I have not sorted out my inventory from my trip. I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Well, we got a little bit of iridium and some gold, so we should be able to make more iridium sprinklers for the summer. And each one of them is worth 24 crop spaces. Let's see, we even have some ore and a lucky ring. Ooh. That has potential. Oh, and a secret note. Let's... Oh, okay. I remember what that is. That one's not important, but it is amusing. Alright, let's harvest the rest of the things here. Oh, good. Another batch of tulips. I should be able to pretty much cover things with Evelyn with those. I'm basically going to have one plot devoted to each flower that I need to grow for one reason or another. Eventually I'm going to expand flower production into fairy roses, but that's mostly going to be in fall, I think. Oops. Weed cat? I guess I'm not surprised that that's dots. But that is kind of cute. Wasn't there a weed cat in one of the Pokemon games recently? I seem to remember that being a thing, but I could also be hallucinating wildly. Well, I'm going on, a decade and a half. I bet I could get high really easily. Alright, we'll just put these tulips in the seed baker. Oh, look at that. Still have some to spare. Well, okay, fair enough. That can be difficult, I understand. I mean, for everyone, my kitten is currently in a voluntary crisis center right now, she was at least in possession of her faculties enough to know, hey, I think I have a problem here. So, I'm happy she sought help, but I'm still super anxious about it. Oh, I don't have my watering can with me. Okay, the pen really calls for... This coop really calls for an auto grabber. I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid it much longer. I've got enough for one, but not two. Oops. Alright, let's sort more of my stuff out here. Wait, where's my morning coffee? There we go. Oops. No, we're keeping those. Those and those go in the bin. And I was keeping beans for a reason, but I don't think I need to. And... I don't know what I'm going to do with this slime egg. Maybe I should consider building a slime farm. But, I don't know. I don't think it's too important. It's something I can get to, basically. And more beans. Oh, I still need 3 more. Kind of feeling cheated. Oh, I should run over to Clint's before I forget. And we'll bring him a shiny ruby. Oh, a leek. Sweet. It's a gold leek, too. Bonus. Alright, we'll run over to Clint's. Won't take long. And, of course, rummage through the trash like a maniac. As you do. Okay, mudstone. Yep, no good. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it looks exotic. Oh, it's a ghost crystal. I already have one of those in the museum. So let's head back home. And I forgot to give Clint a ruby, so I am staying on brand today. All right, well, hey, you have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Whoops. It's not goat milk day. Well, not a lot else going on. Let's visit the townsfolk and let's see. Who can I stop by today? Emily, good. Emily, Abigail, Linus, Evelyn. Okay, I have wool to bring to Emily. There's one for Haley, Kent. Interesting, I did not realize Abigail liked pumpkin. You'd think I would know these things. Oh wait, I need another gold star strawberry. And I think I have a peach for Robin. There we go. I was literally just looking at it. There we go. Okay. That should cover it. Oh, I still have to grind up my stupid fishing skill. Okay, let's pay some attention. Oh, there's Demetrius. Jeez. Oh. Well, fine. Where's Maru? I think I'm already set on Robin, aren't I? Yep. Maru's probably at Harvey's office. Oh. Okay, I am not Alex's friend. Well then, I guess it's not exactly a revelation. Okay, we've got Emily leveled up. Pam still needs a few more beers. Let's find Abigail and shove a pumpkin at her. Oh, there's Alex. Still a ways to go with her. Oh, I forgot to drop an orange off for Gus. Alright. I guess I'll go see the wizard. Oh, I didn't bring a void egg for Krobus. I'm not going to spend $5 on one either. Oh, there's Kent. Let's give him an apricot. Or try to. Never mind. Alright, let's go check and see if the truck driver thing is active because of that quest. So this is one of those secret note things, and I'm totally using a priori knowledge here instead of actually doing the walk that it wants you to do. Oh, man, my legs are itchy. Okay, so up in here. Guess not. So one of the secret notes makes it so you can talk to the truck driver here. Oh, okay, cool. I will check that out. If I still have it, I should be able to show you the quick and dirty way of beating Ceaseless. Oh, I can see the wizard and probably Leah. Hold on. Yep, 1 and 1. Great. Let's go grab some goat cheese. Seriously, another 2 fences, 3 fences while I was out. Honestly, that does feel a little ridiculous. Am I just not going to see any quality goat cheese for a while? Yeah, it's pretty easy to do once you learn the trick. But it's one that, like, unless you study the terrain and come to some assumptions, it probably won't work. Or you probably won't think to do it, I guess is what I mean to say. But once you know it, you never do a legit fight with him again. I always stop there after killing Quelaag, just for the extra 20,000. Because when do I not need another 20,000 souls? Okay. Oh, right, I forgot about these. I still need to make more tappers, but... The Snake Temple. Oh, are you talking about Sen's Funhouse? What just happened? Oh. Oh yeah, yep. That's the House of Fun. That is absolutely the next place to go before anywhere else. Once you start learning where all the traps are, it becomes a very different place. It becomes very player favorable if you play your cards right. Okay, I'm carrying too much junk again. And it's already 11 at night, so I'm just going to crawl my ass into bed. Yeah, finishing Siegmeyer's questline is something I've only pulled off once. Because the last part of it is really tricky.